Stephanie.
Viral quote. What
Too
viral quote
many
he had?
Chicago Heights.
Oh, we talked. We talked last week on Unfazed. He had a lot. He had a lot of viral quotes.
I'm about to say
Stephanie.
Draymond always going viral. Give us one of the quotes, and we'll touch on that topic right quick.
Yeah, it's. He was talking about. It's two quotes. One about the NBA is born,
Mm-hmm.
and one about we gonna win the NBA champion. Like we're gonna win the championship. Oh,
I remember y'all talking about
and
that on the phase, Joe. I'm
and
glad we here though. Go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
another quote about the complaining about the All-Star game. He
We talked
complained
about
about. But go ahead.
Oh, I meant to say that when I joined that day. And y'all said Draymond wasn't crazy for saying that they could go to the championship and win.
I don't think he's crazy.
But y'all sat up there and killed Dak for saying they close to the Eagles.
That is
Are you gonna really compare Draymond to
different
Dak?
situations.
Yes,
They going to the finals?
they could.
How?
I think they could, Tomo. I can break
How?
it
They
down
still
for you.
got Steph Curry. They still
Here's
got
the
Steph.
thing.
They had
Here's the
Steph last
thing.
year, man. Come on.
In the last
I'm
like
ready
3
to hear
years,
this.
in the last 3 years, they are being live and die by Steph Curry. Live or die. Steph Curry played high minutes. Steph Curry's. I remember when we played them. They're in the 7-game series. Their plus minus with him on the floor was ridiculous, but on the floor it was trash. So he had to play every minute. With Jimmy Butler being there, that's not the case no more. Jimmy Butler also wears a superhero cape in the playoffs. Don't forget about you. You do all too well. Dave on here. Every daggone playoff, bro. We talking about Jimmy Butler every single time. And having Jimmy Butler defensively paired up with Draymond too, that's gonna be good too. And what's his name back at? What's his name? Kaminga. I think like for real, like they can make a run. Am I gonna pick them? No. But am I gonna say they can't win? I can't say that, bro. I can't.
It's definitely it's not the same as like Dallas. It's like not trying to throw no shade on the team, but like Golden State more.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry, he was getting a phone call. My man must be getting a call. We can't hear you, Mark. We can't hear you.
You gotta cut like if somebody try to call you, gotta come out and come.
Yeah, you gotta leave and come back, Mark.
Yeah,
I don't think you can hear us.
I'm gonna give you the boot and you just come back.
All right. So I see where y'all going with this, but what I'm trying to tell y'all is y'all acting like Dak said they're going to the Super Bowl. That's not crazy to say that you're close to the Eagles. The same way Draymond can sit up and said they're going to win. He didn't even say win the final. I mean, make the final. He said they're going to win the finals. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's about the same level, if you ask me. I knew y'all was gonna say that. I knew y'all was gonna say that when I brought that up.
But here's the difference. First of all, the timing of it. Let's talk about that. The Eagles just won the Super Bowl, and they blew out the Commanders, blew out the Chiefs, and he coming there and say we're close. It's like I told you, I understand why he said it, but I get all the backlash too. Like y'all not close based on what we saw last year, based on what y'all GM is going to do in this all season, or owner, I should say. But the Warriors, we seen the Warriors retool their roster and win the championship. Literally saw in 2021. They added Andrew Wiggins and all that.
I said this when I was sitting back. I was sitting at my desk and I was like, they said Draymond not crazy, but Dak was wild for saying he close to the Eagles. And I said the first thing they're gonna say is, well, Tomo, they've been to the finals. Where have the Cowboys been?
Yeah.
I knew y'all was gonna say that. However,
go ahead.
Dak is saying he's close to the Eagles. That has nothing to do with a ring. He's just saying he's close to the team. You could be close to being better than somebody and not actually be on a level.
They just won the Super Bowl though. Like
so
with a historic
you don't know what's gonna happen. What he's saying is every time I've played them, no matter how good the team has been or how bad it's been, I've found ways to win. That's not crazy to say.
I get that. That's AJ that was killing y'all for most of the point. He was killing y'all for making that comment. But I understand that.
For Draymond to come out and say they're going to win the finals, and everyone be like, well, that's not as crazy as I think. Yes, it is. It's about the same level if you ask me, because you don't know what's going to happen. First of all, Draymond, you one bad foul away from getting suspended again. So how you going to sit up here and say this?
Tom, I don't know, man. It's not the same.
I see why y'all saying because the success rate of the Warriors was blinding y'all. But go ahead,
not
that cut off.
The difference is true. Imagine Imagine if the Warriors. Imagine this was beginning of the season. This is the thing. They had the timing of it is the difference. Dak made these comments right after the Eagles blew out the Commanders and the two-time Super Bowl champions Chiefs. He made his comments. Draymond made his comments right after they traded for Jimmy Butler, and they would start winning games. So like
They won 2 games.
But
This is like
still,
the All-Star break. They won 2 games.
but still, they had made a trade to get Jimmy. They got better, and he made a comment when Dak made his comment, they looked worse, and they'll make it even worse. Zach Martin retired.
They do nothing at all season.
And
They make it even worse.
No,
This,
Mark,
he said it
right
this
after he
year.
made the comments, Zach Martin retires. Like he retires right after that. Like that. So now y'all need to fill that up. They need to replace him. It's like,
All I know is, look, you know what? To me, Draymond comments sound like what Mark did after week 6. If I look crazy, then call me crazy. But his expectations are for them to win the finals because they got Jimmy Butler. What did I call Mark? I said,
Crazy.
Mark, you crazy. So that's why for me, I'm like, bro, it's the same level. I'm sorry. You think I see where you going with this. I understand everything y'all saying, but for me, if I'm Dakota Prescott and I've been beating the Eagles no matter what head coach, what defensive coordinator, all the players you've been getting, if somebody asks me, do I feel like I'm close to the Eagles? I would say yes. You can call me crazy, cool. But if you're Draymond Green, who's been reasons why your team has lost games because you haven't been there, to say we're going to win the finals, I'm sorry, bro. I can't sit up there and let you rock out like that.
I can give you so in Dak's defense, I guess yes, he's a great regular season quarterback.
I've been saying that the whole time.
That's never been the issue with Dak Prescott. He can keep up with the best quarterback in the league in the regular season. It's when you get to the playoffs, Dak become a different player.
What quarterback he killed in the regular season?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm saying he can
I'm not gonna do that. Come on.
I'm saying like numbers wise, Dak Prescott can keep up with any quarterback in the league.
Yeah, numbers wise.
That's what I'm saying. During the season, he's a great quarterback during the season. He best numbers, keep up with the best. He can be considered MVP because of the numbers alone. He can be in the conversation, numbers alone. But when you get to the playoffs, it's a totally different. It's a new fight. It's a totally different animal. It's like once that it hit 0-0 again, he's not the same player again. Once the record is 0-0, he's not the same player. And if you look at the Warriors, if you look at the Warriors' recent success, the Warriors in the playoffs, the Warriors winning playoff games, even winning a championship when everybody thought they wasn't going to win a championship the last time they won it. I mean, like,
but who else was on that team? Clay was on that team too, right?
But Clay wasn't. It was Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah,
Nobody
thought they was going to win that Super Bowl.
Jordan Poole was getting buckets.
Nah, Mark, you made a good point. Go ahead. I'm not going. He was getting buckets. Mark, you made a good point. I'll say what I gotta say afterwards.
Nobody considered them to win a championship that year, and they won a championship. So I mean, like, you can't take what he said out of whack because they're not looking good right now. Dallas ain't never been in a position to win the championship. I mean, they win in a regular season, but they never been in a position to win a championship. They never won in the playoffs.
See, that's why y'all getting lost at. That's why y'all getting lost at. Y'all getting lost in the championship because the Eagles just won it. He said, "Are you close to the Eagles?"
Okay, can I give you an example? Let's say the 49ers, right? Next year, like they had injuries just like y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the 49ers, they come up, they interview Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy said, well, that's different because they had just won. But let's say, let me give you a better example. Give me another team that's fighting all the time in the playoffs. The Chiefs been winning, bro. Like,
I'm cool with the 49ers analogy.
Okay,
they go with the same amount of injuries as us.
So the 49ers, let's say, is mid-season. And the 49ers were looking regular. Like this year, right? But in mid-season, they make a trade. Boom. And then they come out and make that comments. Or they come out and make Draymond Green comments and said, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Are we going to look at them like, tripping? No, because the 49ers have a history of winning. And they added a key piece that can probably help them get back to that winning way. So am I going to pick the 49ers? No, but I don't think he's crazy for saying that, though. Now, the Cowboys, I get it. You said we close to the. That's like the Kings, right? Swept the Lakers last year. The Lakers go win the championship, and we say, man, we ain't that far from the Lakers, and we missed the playoffs completely. I get it. We swept them, but they
Why you
did
missed
just
the
win the
playoffs though, Joe?
championship.
But why did you miss the
So like,
playoffs, Joe?
huh?
If Fox was injured, let's just say Fox still on the team. Fox injured. Malik Monk is in and out of games. Then you talking about you have your whole coaching debacle that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit up there and say you're not crazy because your team was hurt.
So
They
if the
never seen
Lakers,
your team healthy.
so the Lakers swept the Western Conference Finals champions, and then swept the NBA Finals. That's maybe what the Eagles did. And then
You did all
De'Aaron
that while I
Fox.
was hurt.
Now look, as a Kings fan, I'll be like you. I'm like, what? We swept them last year. We ain't too far from Lakers, but everybody else can be like, Joe, bruh,
I
y'all
don't
wouldn't
know,
even
Joe. I
play
might be
it.
with you because you see where I'm at. I understand where you're coming from.
I understand where you're coming from. Because you were saying like me against the Eagles, that own the Eagles. We're not talking about Super Bowl champ. We're talking about the Eagles. That's how you looking at it.
That's it.
Now AJ and them, they looking at it like, bruh, can you pick on somebody else, please? This is like the wrong time to pick on us because we just won the Super Bowl.
For him to even say it in the quote lets you know, bro. He was like, no, I'm talking about the Eagles themselves. He said bad timing. It is the Super Bowl. I mean, they kind of won, but if you ask me, I feel like I'm close. I'm not mad at that. That's why I'm like, y'all gonna call him crazy, but Draymond, I mean, he got a point. Draymond might not be here. Jimmy Butler may dye his hair again. I'm just, it's so many elements on that Warriors team that y'all not thinking about. Someone they could win the finals. They not even the Celtics. You just heard what Teddy said. We don't know.
Is it more delusional than the Cowboys saying they're closest to?
No. The Cowboys are closer to the
So
Eagles. That's like if y'all come on here and felt like y'all was close to the Eagles, and they was like, well, we put 55 up on y'all.
But we were right there though. And what's in the East in the
But somebody would call y'all delusional if you said you was close.
Nah, that's one game.
Nah, people been saying it.
We played them close both. The first game when Hurst was healthy, that was a close game. And Philly.
And the second game, right?
Second game, Hurst got hurt. I mean, we come that L.
So when they quarterback get hurt, they can say that. But when mine get hurt and say he close, he delusional. I'm just saying. You see how the tables turn, right?
All right. As a man,
Dave, I know that's your boy, but he don't play for the Heat no more. You ain't gotta keep defending Jimmy. It's over. He gone.
Oh, Jimmy's all they.
You know, playoff Jimmy is different, but like they said, they got to make the playoffs. So
they got to make the playoffs.
We don't got playoff Dak. That's why we don't say this about the Cowboys. That's why the Cowboys not close.
Excuse me?
You need regular season and postseason success in order to make those type of statements. If you have
you know what I mean? Like
we'll be here all day.